The 105th Squad is a costuming group formed for cosplayers by cosplayers. We are a 501c3 educational charity focusing on costuming and prop making. The entire group thrives by working together under our ideals of fun, passion, creativity, and charity.
Welcome to the 105th Squad. What is a series? In this episode of the What is a Series, we're answering the question, what is a self-healing cutting mat? The mat that I do most of my What is a Series demonstrations on is this mat right here, which is a self-healing cutting mat, also known as a rotary mat, depending on where you buy it. This is a fairly large one. This one is 70 inches by 35 inches. It makes a nice big area that I can kind of demonstrate and gives me a neutral background. Most rotary cutting mats or self-healing mats will have a grid on it. This one also has various angles on it, and it also marks, these lines are 2 inches, these lines are 4 inches, these lines are 3 inches, so you can use this as kind of a guide for measuring. It's designed to be used with a rotary cutting wheel, usually used in scrapbooking and fabric cutting, but a self-healing cutting mat is one that when you actually cut on it, cut a piece of foam on it, it will not actually mark or disturb this actual surface. The surface will go back to being unblemished for the most part when you cut into it. You can hurt these mats, but it's really hard to do. This mat is my primary crafting or cosplay construction mat, and I use it also for gluing pieces together so that I don't get glue on something else. I can, if I get the contact adhesive or white glue or whatever I'm using on this, I can just rub it off with my finger and pick it up and return this to its normal state. Again, as I said, this is a large rotary cutting mat. I also have this smaller one here, as you can actually see the edges and stuff. This one is marked with some tape on it. I use this one for close-ups with another camera. If I'm working in an area, the tape actually denotes when I'm filming that this is the area in frame, and so I know not to take anything outside of that. So that's why I have tape on this. But again, the actual marks of the mat helped me lay out where the tape was on this particular mat. And again, just as an example, if I take, I have an X-Acto knife here, and if I were to take and cut, I can cut, and I don't actually cut the mat will heal itself up and reseal, and not hurt it, and not hurt the surface underneath. So that is a self-healing cutting mat. Very important if you're crafting and you're doing a lot of cutting, to have something like this underneath so that you don't damage the mat underneath. You can keep reusing it, and you also don't damage the surface underneath. Underneath here is a wooden table, and so if I were to cut on that and gouge into that, that wouldn't be good. My wife would get very upset with me if I started having a lot of cut marks in a wooden table. So this helps eliminate that and will last for many years of crafting and development and allow me to make multiple cuts.
If you would like to see more content like this, please like this video. Consider subscribing to our channel and turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon just below this video to be alerted when new videos are published.